Welcome to the Las Vegas Luxury Housing Report for November 2025. Well, let's see. Traditional real estate in Las Vegas is still struggling, but did receive a glimmer of hope last month as the median price managed to rise by $5,000 to settle in at $465,000. Great to see that number rise, but we're still down $20,000 from our peak of $485,000 back in June. Now, on the other hand, traditional sales were down 38% last month from our 10-year average. But hey, we did hear from President Trump that we're solving the housing crisis with 50-year mortgages. That's right. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of 30-year mortgages, so you can imagine my feelings on a 50-year mortgage. Now, this comparison pretty much illustrates everything you need to know here. Here's a typical mortgage on a $1.1 million home with 20% down. In the 30-year scenario, you can see that the interest alone is just over $1 million. Considering you're only borrowing $880,000, that's a pretty rough pill to swallow there. Now, when we extend the amortization to 50 years, our payment is reduced by about $650 a month, or say 12%. But now our interest is more than double what we even borrowed at $1.9 million. So if you want the banks to be happy, go ahead and rock that 50-year mortgage. Oh, and hey, if that makes sense to you, I've got some beachfront property here in Vegas that I would love to sell you. All right, on that note, stay tuned as we check out the luxury market segment and see what transpired last month. Okay, first up, let's see how sales over 1 million performed. Last month, we sold 151 homes over $1 million. This was a 27% increase over last October when we sold 119 homes. This was actually the largest month over month for sales this entire year. Now let's look into homes over 3 million and see if we had similar results. Last month, we sold 20 homes over 3 million. This was an 11% increase over last October when we sold 18. So suffice to say, luxury market sales are continuing to drastically overperform the traditional housing market segment. And hey, just imagine how many more luxury home sales we'll have once we have those 50-year mortgages. Next, let's check out days on market. Currently, the average home priced over $2 million is taking 67 days to sell. Now, there's a bit to unpack here though. On one hand, when markets slow down, you see the same home relisted for sale multiple times. So in reality, that number is substantially higher. Other than last year when we only took 55 days, this is still the best October we've seen in the past 10 years. So still, very encouraging numbers. Finally, let's check out months of inventory for homes priced over 1 million. While we increased from 9 months to 10 months, this also is identical to October of last year. Not to mention, it's 2.6 months below the 10-year historical average. So to wrap this all up, luxury sales are performing substantially better than the overall housing market. What the numbers don't reflect, however, is that not all parts of Las Vegas are performing the same. Once you get outside of Summerlin and Green Valley, luxury listings are taking much longer to sell versus their counterparts. And if this year is anything like last year, we actually are likely to see an uptick in sales contracts this month. I know it sounds odd, I know, but last December was the third best month of the year for luxury sales, which means those homes went into contract in late October and November. Well, that's it for November, everyone. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, enjoy the holidays, and I'll see you next month. But in the meantime, please be sure to subscribe. Check out leboluxury.com for more information, off-market listings, and tons of luxury property tours. But until then, deuces.